You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories tonight, and we want to begin with breaking news this evening. The TVI just issued an endangered child alert for 12-year-old Anyeli Sanchez Aviles on behalf of the Gatlinburg Police Department. If you have any information on where she is, you are asked to please call TVI at 1-800-TVI-FIND. You can also call the Gatlinburg Police Department. We have that phone number for you as well. It's 865-436-4212. Knoxville Police also needing your help to find 16-year-old Abigail Payne. She was last seen outside the Nama Sushi Bar on Kingston Pike last night around 9:45. Payne is roughly 5'7", brown eyes, brown hair. If you have information on her whereabouts, you are asked to please call the East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers at 865-215-7165. Our next Big 7 story is one we first brought to you last week out of the Halls community. The Knox County Sheriff's Office giving us new information regarding the pet sitting sting that led to 38 animals being taken from a home on Laclay Drive. 4 people are being charged in connection to this incident. Now today, WATE securing a handful of incident reports, part of Animal Control's investigation into Haley Morris. The first report dates back to July of 2022. Since then, a handful of people have called authorities complaining that Morris was hired as a pet sitter or served as a foster home for pets that later died or were severely neglected during their time in her care. We're also learning that Morris has adopted 15 rabbits, dogs, cats, birds, and hamsters from Young Williams Animal Center over the last few years. When Morris was interviewed, she shared that only one of those adopted animals was still alive. Now today, the Knox County Sheriff's Office placed a number of charges on Haley Morris along with 3 others. Thomas Morris, Isabella Morris, and Michelle Burgess Morris. All 4 face 2 counts of felony aggravated cruelty to animals, 2 counts of misdemeanor cruelty to animals, and 1 count of violation of rabies laws. Only one of those 4 are currently in custody tonight. That's Michelle Burgess Morris. Our next Big 7 story takes us out to Cocke County for a drug bust. That's where a Cocke County man has been arrested following a narcotics investigation. Officers making the arrest after searching a home on Shropshire Road in the Edwina community yesterday morning. Officers say they took more than $3,300 in cash, counterfeit money, several guns, lots of illegal drugs. 43-year-old Kenneth Harwell was arrested and is now facing several charges, including sale and delivery and possession of a firearm. And we're staying in Cocke County for our next Big 7 story, this time involving construction. A new traffic pattern will begin Monday for Cocke County drivers that use Highway 321. That pattern will begin at the intersection of State Route 35 and the old Greenville Highway. According to the Tennessee Department of Transportation, this project will be a tie-in of the proposed State Route 35 Newport bypass. The purpose of the bypass is for travelers to use a more efficient route to pass through Newport. As it stands right now, drivers must travel through downtown. The detour will now have motorists traveling the old Greenville Highway, which has some residents concerned.
They're just worried about the speeders and reckless drivers. I've already got reports on it even before the detour starts. So I'm going to be out patrolling. I'm sure the Sheriff's Department will be out here patrolling. I just need to pay attention and slow down.
Wants to note that the speed limit drops to 35 miles per hour when you turn onto Old Greenville Highway. So again, slow it down. Turning now to a new attraction for our next Big 7 story in Sevierville. Skyland Ranch opened back in November, bringing in millions of dollars to the area and is experiencing now its first wave of spring breakers. The ranch houses several different animals, including miniature cows and horses, but it has much more to offer than just animals. There's live music performances every hour, and of course, it offers expansive views.
We have 5 total phases planned for Skyland Ranch. We're in phase 1 right now. When we opened with our chairlift, our 2 barns, one of which is our Williford Mercantile, our retail space. We also had our 3 food trucks and our cafe and bakery. We have our miniature animals and our entertainment programming. And we just opened our Legacy Lookout, which you see behind me here, and that is our elevated walkway. It takes guests up about another 50 feet up above the ranch here and gives them a full 360 view of the Smoky Mountains.
Just this first phase has cost around $50 million, and they have more projects in the works. Our final Big 7 story takes us to the coast of Ukraine tonight. A Russian fighter, as we've been reporting, collided with an unmanned U.S. military drone over the Black Sea Tuesday morning. U.S. officials say the impact from the jet forced the drone out of the sky. Interceptions not uncommon, though, and officials are saying it did not look like the Russian pilot did this intentionally. Now, crews now searching for that multi-million-dollar drone. Russian authorities say they will try to recover the drone as well.
This hazardous episode is a part of a pattern of aggressive and risky and unsafe actions by Russian pilots in international airspace. So make no mistake, the United States will continue to fly and to operate wherever international law allows.
As we mentioned, the search is now on for that multi-million-dollar drone, though U.S. officials have acknowledged it will be a tough task. All right, Chief Meteorologist Ken Weathers joining us now from the 6th Storm Center. Ken, it looks like we're in store for another chilly night tonight.
Oh, it is going to be cold. Once again, temperatures will drop quickly over the next couple of hours as well, especially once we're seeing that sun angle get lower and lower. But we've already seen them fall off to about 52 degrees in Knoxville right now across the plateau, getting cooler as well. 50 in Kingston right now, 52 Wartburg and Jamestown, and 52 in Crossville. Most fall off into the 20s to right around 30-degree mark. But notice how it's colder in the valley and a little less cold, but still chilly on the plateau. Maybe not quite the extended period of below freezing temperatures, which is why the freeze warning was not issued for the plateau, but I would cover your plants just to be safe. Another thing you're going to notice, the wind will start to increase in the higher elevations towards daybreak. That means it's a little less cold than what we'll see here in the valley. Everybody has a brisk wind tomorrow and mild temperatures in the mid-60s. I'll tell you if this warm up lasts into the weekend, though, Bo, coming up.
All right, Ken, thank you. Knox County Sheriff's Office tells us 2 people were found dead inside a Powell home. It appears to be a murder-suicide. Deputies made the discovery Monday at a home along Chambord Way. Deputies sent to the residence for a welfare check and found 2 bodies inside. Now, both were taken to the Forensic Center for an autopsy. There's no word on their names at this time. Investigators still working to notify next of kin. A man accused of breaking into an on-campus fraternity house with a blade last week has now been charged, and it's not the first time. We first told you about the incident Friday. Students living in the frat house told police an unknown man around 40 years of age came into their home in the middle of the night. Now we're learning he was carrying makeshift spears, 2 poles with knives taped to the ends. A student says he told them, quote, "Don't call the police or it will be a bloodbath." Thankfully, he ended up leaving after a short time. Fortunately, no one was hurt in the incident. Police identifying the man as Justin Glenn Hopkins from Maynardville. He is charged with aggravated criminal trespass for the incident. Hopkins has been arrested for criminal trespass on UT property twice last October, once in November, and one more time last month. Well, the first season of professional soccer in Knoxville starts this weekend. One Knoxville SC has its first game this Saturday, March 18th, when they take on Lexington SC. The home match will be played at UT's Regal Soccer Stadium. The team announcing that the players will be wearing brand new jerseys. Take a look at them right there. One Knox posting the pictures of the outfit showing off the patterns of the Smokies with all their local sponsors. The soccer club has 32 regular season matches from mid-March through mid-October. After this weekend, the team will play at home coming up April 1st against Union Omaha before heading to Chattanooga to play the Red Wolves on April 8th. Patients at East Tennessee Children's Hospital got a cool surprise as members of the Ice Bears hockey team took a stroll down the halls this week, bringing joy along with them. They got the chance to visit with even some of the smallest patients in the hospital, showing off their skills, playing some video games as well. Players also gave out some cool Ice Bear merchandise to the patients and took photos with them as well. And of course, the Ice Bears will be back in action when they play 2 games this weekend, Friday and Saturday, against the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs at the Civic Coliseum. Still to come tonight on the 7, lawmakers are in the process of advancing a bill they hope can alleviate the shortcomings of the state's new retention law. Plus, an Oak Ridge National Lab scientist is helping those in need in Puerto Rico. We have all that for you just ahead when the 7 returns.
Going to be another chilly night ahead, but a nice thaw for Thursday. I'll tell you how long that's going to last, though, that thaw, when we come back.
Now, here's Knoxville's most accurate forecast from the WATE 6 on your side storm team.
Certainly a cold start, but it finished up being a decent afternoon with a lot of sunshine. Winds starting to die down now, and the temperatures will drop quickly. Live look, Cumberland County, downtown Crossville atop City Hall. Temperature sitting there about 52 degrees. 53 Lake Tansy, 53 in Crab Orchard, and 54 currently in Pleasant Hill. Temperatures elsewhere across the area are falling off quickly as well. We're already seeing 50s for most areas, if not some upper 40s like Cades Cove at 48, Newfound Gap 34, 48 in Rogersville, and 49 in Del Rio. Temperatures will continue to drop tonight. Most will end up below the freezing mark. In fact, hard freeze expected again for much of the central Southern Valley locations. Upper 20s, as you can see. Maybe a slightly warmer, if you want to call it, or less cold, we'll say, across the plateau. Couple of reasons why. Light south wind will start to increase for some higher elevations first overnight. So maybe not an extended period of below freezing temperatures, but I would still go ahead and cover the plants there as well. You're not officially under the freeze warning, but you could certainly see at least an hour or so, or maybe a little bit longer, of some sub-freezing temperatures. So I would say just about everybody, once again, make sure you're covering the plants across the area. We get a reprieve from that Friday morning and Saturday morning. In fact, Friday morning only in the upper 40s for lows, close to freezing Saturday, but I think a better chance of another hard freeze, very likely for Sunday and Monday morning, with temperatures back down into the mid-20s. Now, by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon, a nice day, upper 50s to low 60s. Winds will be increasing. Clouds will be increasing as well, but we're dry. This is 11 o'clock Thursday night. It's overnight we see the rain chances develop. This is 6 a.m. Friday through midday Friday, and still some lingering rain showers right into the afternoon across the area, as you can see. This is 4 o'clock. 7 o'clock, rain chances trying to push out ever so slowly, but I think the better opportunity comes as we get just past the sunset time frame. And that's going to be important, again, with the downtown Knoxville St. Patrick's Day Parade going on. Starts at 6:55. Rain chances will be hopefully tapering off pretty soon after that, and then it gets breezy and cooler, so dress appropriately. Tomorrow, kind of a mild day, 61 in Oneida, 61 in Jamestown. Temperatures, again, will be pleasant compared to today and yesterday. A little warmer, closer to average, but increasing afternoon clouds will stay dry. Barberville, you're at about 62 degrees, 62 in Maynardville, 65 in Sevierville and Maryville, and 64 degrees in Madisonville, and over towards the Smokies, Chimney Tops, 58, 65 in Pigeon Forge, and 67 in Calderwood. If you happen to head to Cades Cove for tomorrow, looks great. Temperatures into the mid-60s for highs there. 7-day forecast for you quickly. It does get much cooler again by the time we head into the weekend, and there are your sub-freezing readings again for Sunday and Monday morning. We got to cover those plants once again, Bo.
My goodness gracious.
Doesn't end.
It doesn't. Well, it will.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Yes.
All right, Ken, thank you. Now it's time to check on what's trending right now. Top stories on WATE.com. Tennessee Smokies have announced that starting this season, Smoky Stadium will be a cashless venue. That means the stadium will no longer accept any cash payments. Fans can pay with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express. This new policy will include the parking lot, box office, concession stands, and, of course, the team store. Officials with the Smokies say they hope the new policy will help create faster lines and customer convenience. Well, parking at Laurel Falls, Clingman's Dome, and other popular locations from the Great Smoky Mountains National Park can fill up pretty quick, as you know. Now, however, there are local shuttle services that can help visitors access many park destinations without worries about limited parking. Several local businesses will be providing shuttle services to locations where visitors' demand often exceeds parking capacity. According to a release from the park, the shuttles will pick up and drop off at Alum Cave Trail, Laurel Falls Trail, Chimney Tops Trail, Trillium Gap Trail, Rainbow Falls Trail, and Clingman's Dome. Route schedules and rates vary from provider to provider. For more information, go to our website, WATE.com. And our next trending story revolves around cars. Honda announcing now a recall for 500,000 vehicles over seatbelt issues. This recall covering some of the company's top-selling models, including the 2017 through 2020 CR-V, 2018 and 19 Accords, Odysseys from 2018 to 2020, and the 2019 Insight. Honda saying that the surface coating on the channel for the buckle can deteriorate over time, and well, the release button can shrink against the channel at low temperatures, increasing friction and stopping the buckle from latching. At this time, Honda has no reports of any injuries caused, though, by this problem. And now we're looking around the state for you tonight. State lawmakers are advancing a bill they hope will address the shortcomings of the state's new third-grade retention law. The bill now addresses testing, appeals, and help for students who are held back. Under the current law, students who earn an approaching or below score in English on the third-grade TCAP cannot continue to the fourth grade unless they retake the test and get a better score, attend a summer learning camp, or are assigned a tutor for the next school year. The updated legislation would change that by allowing students who score as approaching on the TCAP to be promoted to the next grade if they score in the 50th percentile on the most recently administered benchmark assessment prior to the TCAP. Well, if you are making your way to the Great Smoky Mountain National Park over spring break, be sure to stop and snap a photo at the entrance sign. Once you take those photos, make sure to share them with the friends of Great Smoky Mountains National Park on Facebook, adding the hashtag GSMNP sign. The organization is raising money to fund projects to rehabilitate the 4 major park entrance signs. This project will provide funding to repair rotten wood, strip and paint the signs and posts, and of course repair some stone masonry. You can donate at friendsofthesmokies.org. Take those pictures. All right, scientists here in East Tennessee are helping people in Puerto Rico get back on their feet and prepare for future storms. You know, we all remember Hurricane Maria, a massive storm that battered the island back in 2017. Homes were destroyed, streets turned into rivers, but the longest lasting impact, the electricity, was out for months, and 5 years later, the people there still deal with long and frequent outages. That's why scientists with Oak Ridge National Lab decided to partner with organizations, nonprofits, and universities in Puerto Rico. They're building independent microgrids powered by renewable energy. ORNL has been developing a tool called an orchestrator that will manage groups of these microgrids and enhance their reliability even if they get damaged in a storm. 2 RNL researchers on this project are heading to Adjuntas, Puerto Rico this Saturday to celebrate the completion of 2 community microgrids equipped with solar panels and batteries. The team plans to demonstrate the orchestrator before more installations later in the year. Still to come right here on the 7, we take a look at one of the most grueling races out there in tonight's Tennessee Treasure. You're watching the 7 on WATE, 6 on your side.
Coming up tomorrow on Living East Tennessee, we're bringing spring break to you with the 2023 Mimosa and Margarita Fest.
Plus, the Shamrock Fest is happening this Sunday. Find out where and when you can enjoy all the food, fun, and music.
That's all coming up right here on Living East Tennessee tomorrow.
Tonight's Tennessee Treasure is a true test of one's mental and physical stamina. Established in 1986, the Barkley Marathons is everything you'd think an ultra marathon to be. The race, held each year at Frozen Head State Park, consists of 5 20-mile loops for a total 100 miles. The brainchild behind the event is Gary Lazarus Lake Cantrell and Carl Raw Dog Hen. So how hard is it? Well, since '86, only 15 people have ever completed the Barkley, one person doing it 3 times.
About twice the climb of climbing Mount Everest from sea level. It's on a lot of unmaintained trails. There's no course markings. The runners have to carry everything that they need to survive for each 20-mile loop. They have to use a map and a compass and their skill in the woods to navigate their way around. And it's all day and all night for 2.5 days.
Now, the 2023 edition of the Barkleys officially got underway Tuesday morning. A youth hockey team from Ukraine arrived in Chicago earlier this week to raise money to help rebuild their ice rink that was destroyed by Russian bombs. Sean Lewis from our sister station in the Windy City has more.
Most of these boys who have made this trip from Ukraine are between 12 and 13 years old. They are here with 3 coaches, some moms as well. The youngest is 7 years old. The oldest is celebrating his 18th birthday today. In Romeoville, a warm-up on the ice as 27 young hockey players find a familiar surface in an unfamiliar country. Every one of these players, mostly 12 and 13 years old, have traveled from Ukraine for the very first time. The boys, coaches, and a few moms arrived in Chicago on Monday after 3 days of travel.
It's like a fresh breath. A breath of fresh air.
Katerina Manova is one of the moms who made the journey with her 12-year-old son, Kirill, who hopes to be one day a hockey pro.
They are dreams which come true. It's the dream of every hockey player since his childhood to see the hockey life of the USA, of the National Hockey League. It's their biggest dream.
In many ways, this practice is a return to normal. Russian bombs destroyed their home rink in Kharkiv early on in the invasion last year. They have continued to live what they can of their lives and tried to practice in other parts of Ukraine when they are able. This weekend, the boys will play against teams from the U.S., Canada, and beyond in their first tournament outside Ukraine in more than a year. It's sponsored by the Cube Development Team and Help Heroes of Ukraine.
Boys good, boys he like travel. This very good tournament because it's kids very happy playing hockey.
The money raised from these tournaments will go toward rebuilding their rinks in Kharkiv, while this trip to the United States rebuilds their sense of normalcy.
To show our kids that dreams may come true, they can come true. if they do their best, and to show them once again that there is life without war.
Letting kids be kids.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, forecast-wise, cold again for tonight. Freeze warning for much of the area, but a decent thaw tomorrow. Temperatures will climb into the mid-60s. We'll start with some sunshine, but clouds and breezes will increase through the afternoon. Rain chances return overnight Thursday into Friday. That rain starts to kick out of the area about this time, which will be key because that's the start of the downtown Knoxville St. Patrick's Day Parade. It will be breezy and cooler. Temperatures by about this time Friday night will be dropping into the upper 40s, and that's all we're going to see for highs on Saturday is upper 40s. As mentioned, we get a couple of nights reprieve from covering up the plants, I'd say, for Friday and Saturday morning, but right back Sunday, Monday morning into the mid-20s. So another big cool down to start the new week.
Do you see any warm-ups looking down the road? I mean, I know there will be at some point.
July.
Yes,
Yes, very warm.
It'll be here before you know it. All right. We'll see you tonight at 11.
Good night.